teams. However, you know, the Azir coming on through is a bit different, and also this Varus. I feel like Varus is one of these picks that we've seen banned more than we've seen. Felt like at the start of this year, he was having a really tough time. It didn't feel like he was on form. It felt like both of them slumped
oh dear.
at a similar time. Xiao who caught though and knocked straight into Hung's lance. Scout's gonna be set up here for potentially first blood flash over the wall. Scout looking to chase. The stun is there. The laning phase looked good, but Scout's got buddies.
The Dope just over pushing a bit. He has done this occasionally too. It has been a stabilizing pick. It's a great pick for him mechanically, but he's just not been connected with his team.
Weibo's just going to stay in the mid lane. Scout gets the shield. It's not enough. It's not enough against Xiao, who finds the solo kill. 2v1. Bottom side. They already got the first 3 grubs of the game as well. This would be both neutrals to start off for Weibo, which is a pretty fantastic start for them. Scout's moving over. Gala's here as well. Weiwei is trying to get here as fast as he can, but Tarzan is dying to the Drake in the meantime. He does get that dragon. Scout gets out with his life. There's an ult though onto Hung, and Weiwei locked up as well. 2 for light. Weibo will be happy with that one.
They absolutely will be. Getting Varus some extra gold too means that he can be a bit more oppressive heading into mid-game as well. LNG lose the dragon. I think even Chris is going to be able to stop the back here. This is nice. Weibo have 3 grubs. Scout has to recall. As long as he lives, that could be... that's the problem there. It's great because it allows Xiao here to hit.
It's happy to, sorry, Nash's. I don't know what it is. Wits End and Nash's Tooth are just one item in my head. I can't ever get the names right. It's been years at this point. Gala forced to flash in the mid lane by Xiao, who has a calling over the wall as well as pretty good, and Xiao who dives in to finish his old teammate. They won MSIs together, but it's not enough to save him. And Crisp has been completely abandoned by his mid laner. Maybe he can execute when the roots are coming in. There's nowhere to go. Drops the ward, at least it's something to answer for his death.
I was actually wondering if he should just literally just stay there and take a while to die. He's going to take a while to die anyway. Alright, Gala's going to head on over. Weibo, what are they doing with this time? The thing is, your time is really valuable as a jungler. Crisp is taking such an obnoxiously long amount to go down. It means that Tarzan gets to go towards top side. Tarzan might actually... Guys, Tarzan's ganking top. This could lead to something up here.
That was absolutely absurd. Crisp survived so long. And now, Zuka in a 2v1. Seer goes wide. There's a burn there. And like, I guess already used Chain of Corruption earlier in the play.
Might's buff. 5 might be a bit difficult. Might be Weiwei coming over in time for a smite beyond that point. We'll see exactly how that works out. First one goes down. Tarzan still has smite, likely 5.
5 grubs for Weibo. Hung jumps in to try and punish it, but the flash comes through, and now Crisp is here. He's back for more once again as Weiwei chased down. It's a good Magnastorm from Hung, but no follow-up so far. Gala has to be the one to carry, but Zika jumps into the mix and gets one for himself. Gala forced away. Weibo with another fight.
Weibo get themselves a fight, and they get the grubs.
Potentially for Weibo, or at least an attempt.
I think because Xiao had no flash, Scout did. Scout was wondering whether he could shunt him back into his teammates, couldn't quite get that. Breathe pulls the all-out.
Zika's already losing trades against Cassante pretty early on into this one. Level 11 for Breed, that's a Q3, that's Zika, so chucked to Breed! He makes it look easy in the top lane, absolutely smashes Zika.
Play from even, and now potentially even just behind the top lane of Weibo. That's a big problem. Weibo get themselves the second dragon. They use that 5 grubs to get this tower in the bot lane, and suddenly that 1 kill in the top lane.
What we've not talked about that much is Tarzan consistently invading on this bottom side. It's like a 40 CS gap in the jungle for Tarzan. He grabs that blue buff again. That will be a tower.
It's gonna get worse, Joe, because you got 5 grubs and a herald. They are accelerating buffs. They're win harder buffs. You get the grubs and you hit towers, it really starts making a difference. It's not as easy to play around as the herald. LNG looking to death push, maybe Scout. Does have the flash, does have a result. We might look for a big sweep.
Here come the roots, and in they go. Hung with a Magnastorm. Can Scout get into the action? True Shot Barrage is fantastic, and it's 2 for LNG, but there's the explosion. Tarzan's going to go down as well. LNG find their moment. They punish over aggression.
Weibo
To go up against with Drake spawning. It's Infernal Soul this game as well, and that'll be soul point for Weibo.
Easily done. So LNG, they need to be really careful.
It is all about that damage. It's not something LNG can afford to lose, and they know it. They start onto Breathe as Crisp is chunked as well. Good CC chain, but they don't have that much damage just yet. Breathe gets onto Gala in the mix of 4 people. Gala still chunked and goes down. What is that from Breathe? Zika trying to threaten on the top side of the fight as it's now a 4v4. LNG need this Drake. They have to take this objective, but Weibo, they don't want to let them. So they continue to tussle for this one. Weibo tanking the Drake. Look at the combo onto the Azir, but he turns golden. Holding the arrow is light, but dodged by Scout. 3k on the Drake as Weibo still in the scene. Zika jumps into the action, and the Drake is secured. Zika goes down as Tarzan turns golden. Scout still going, but obliterated by Tarzan, and Xiaohu finding more.
The kills
from Gala. It's a great shot for the True Shot Barrage. It's not good enough to kill Tarzan.
Weibo has no flash, he can't get over.
Wait, no flash. Oh my god, it's gone. It's gone. It's Baron for Weibo, and LNG have to respond now. Roots come on through. Breathe takes a little chunk from Gala, but Gala don't want to get too close again. We saw what happened last time. Breathe dashes to his teammates. I think Weibo pretty much just got away with this one scot-free, culling out from Xiaohu. Not a single pick here. Tarzan now aggressed upon, but Hung can't close the gap. Weibo, they get away with it without a single casualty.
Can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Scout escapes the arrow there as well. Zucker actually gets a really good play into the backline, which ends up getting some damage down, but it's just kind of beyond the Renekton power spike. It's much harder.
They look to break down the final tier 2 of LNG's base. And LNG, we talked about their scaling. Well, they've got 3 items on Azir, on Ezreal. I feel like they're
starting to shuffle in that midway.
Gala up against his old teammates as well. And it is LNG just muscling their way towards the Drake here. Tarzan moves in, but the Drake is taken and Tarzan chunked as well. Gala getting massive damage out in this fight. And Crisp is going to fall. This is huge for LNG. The series on the line for Weibo. Match point for LNG. They find the Drake, they find a pick, and they look to snowball for more. Gala getting in for the damage. And here comes Scout on his classic pick. Light pushed away, and Zika puts him into the dirt. Breathe finds one, and there's the damage to the brand. Zika burns to pieces, and somehow Weibo have held on.
Weibo don't get the dragon setup they want, but they do.
From Breathe, kind of making up for perhaps a bit of mispositioning at the start of the play. That is a very deep TP from Breathe. He's spotted, everybody knows he's here. Xiaohu with a culling onto Gala. That'll get Breathe out, and it'll set up for a fight win for Weibo with Gala down, chunked, has to heal off of the Krugs.
Weibo has no flash again, they can just take this.
True Shot Barrage in, Tarzan takes the Baron as Weibo's caught out by Xiaohu. It's Weibo taking 2, taking Baron, and looking to take the game.
Zucker's in the bot lane, but it doesn't matter. You've just lost the Baron. Yes, it's an objective bound here. Once again, LNG, without a flash on their jungler, playing for the red side. Baron, retake of the pit, can't do anything. He can't get into the pit. Weibo find the smite easy as you like, and they get themselves a huge play here with the kill onto Weiwei and Hung. There's very little frontline. LNG can't defend the towers.
Zika with a classic tier 1 for game trade. It's a controversial strategy. We'll see if it plays.
With all the towers and inhibitors lost.
And I gotta say, the last couple of times I've not really favored LNG to get that Infernal Drake. They are on 2 Infernals at this point. That's gonna keep on stacking if they can find more of those objectives. Gala waits to try and dodge the Zenith blade, but just gets hit by a Q, so that's his cleanse gone. There's his E, and Gala is screwed. What a pick by Chris. What a blunder by Gala.
LNG were desperate. They wanted to get towards the dragon, but they leave Gala out of position. Well, Gala leaves himself out of position. With that, the last dying breath of the Baron buff. I think Weibo might have just brought us the Silver Scrapes.
We're going the distance today. That's the 3rd inhib down. Baron still just for 5 seconds, but 5 seconds might just be enough. Chain of Corruption on the backline, but Zhonya's keeps him alive. Weiwei trying to get into the backside themselves. Zika finds one. Xiaohu down. Is it enough? Scout has to go huge. He has to carry in. Go Zika. Forces a GA. Tarzan still surviving on the backside of Scout. Is here to finish the job. They might just hold on. LNG trying, but Breathe has had enough, and he'll make LNG take their very last breath. It's going to 5. Breathe has made sure of it as he hammers onto the Nexus, but here comes Gala. Is he tanky enough? Breathe down, Nexus alive. Wait, the
Breathe
minions!
no more! Minions to strike! Oh my god, the minions can't quite do it! They stay alive, but at what cost? 3 inhibs! This is now a PvE League of Legends!
Full on tap.
Does look like Weibo, they will get themselves Infernal Soul. Look, LNG, they do survive, but, I mean, they're missing, like, organs at this point.
It wasn't enough for Weibo. Gala, maybe he could be the one to save the day. He was the one that lost him that bot lane in him. He's getting some good poke down. Scout drops a tower as well.
Chris has Warmogs, but he's not in there just yet. Solarflame misses, as is the Zenith Blade. Here comes the Markyle.
Breathe isolated, but he's so tanky, and Hung's just gonna go down. Scout dashes to safety as such, trying to threaten onto the back line. Is big damage, but it's not enough to finish the kills. Tarzan dodges the Mystic shot. That could have been huge from Gala. He ease in and has to flash back out. Breathe tanking all the while as Weiwei falls, and Gala just can't finish his targets. Another Mystic shot, but it's not enough to finish off Xiaohu, and Weibo with 5 standing might just finish the job. Gala gets 1, Gala gets 2. Breathe onto the Nexus once again, but this time it's enough.
These were the best highlights from today's LPL matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say okay. See you on the next one.